There's lots of power. So, one prisoner crime and 3 disable crimes.
Moving to confirm. Here.
You guys are giving violent mercenaries a bad name!
Watch the left! Going in! Fire in the hole!
Yeah, now you're
You guys
gone.
gotta know you deserve that, right?
Oh my god. I don't like being
What
shot
is
at.
it with people trying to kill me while all wearing the same outfit? These guys are like potato chips. You can't beat just one.
Hey, I need a crime. Or 2 or 3. And they're shooting at me.
Ground teams, this is Control. What's the situation in the financial district?
Traffic control established. Checking all suspicious persons.
Okay.
Those Sable guys are way too rough. Maybe... Nope. That is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood. way to get Sable out of New York, permanently.
Hey,
Thank you.
we're done. And how many people? Let's go for it. So,
1043, police van is under assault. Report came in from Seaport.
police van. Let's go find the police van.
I gotta shut this down before they free their friends. Don't worry, I'll make sure y'all get a ride back to Rikers. I'm coming! In here! Hurry!
Okay, get him out. Okay.
You're safe now, but you should get checked by a doctor.
You think?
Webhead, I saw you swinging around the city in your underwear the other night. Have some decency.
Ground teams, this is Control. What's the situation in the financial district?
Observation post is live. On alert for priority target.
Keep shooting at me. Everyone's shooting at me. I didn't do anything to any of these people.
Are those spotlights to attract my attention? Maybe make it less ambiguous. Oh, a spider logo. Nah, we'd get sued.
Engaging target. Watch my back. Incoming. Got it. Bro, get to cover.
I don't think so.
Get to cover! I'm on him! Don't let him whip you! I got him!
Wonder if building owners are charging Sable rent for these rooftop posts.
Probably not. Okay.
Can't leave Yuri hanging. She needs my help.
I'll help her eventually. I'm just working my way through other stuff.
Great news! The 10th time I've put you away. The beating is free.
This is Control. What's the situation in the financial district?
APC Kilo starting patrol now. Eyes out for Spider-Man.
I keep this up. Soon I'll have arrested literally everyone in Rikers. Again.
Spider-Man sighted. Please advise. Deploy heavy ordnance.
I'm starting to think Sable International is stalking me.
He's here. Engage.
Hey, does this turn into a robot?
You already asked that. Then you know it doesn't.
Stop resisting. Don't let him web you.
Oh, how festive. More Sable agents.
Another trophy gun.
Watch out for his webs. Tango is active. Drone, take cover. I'm on him. Stay together. We can still beat it. Shooting his webs. Keep fighting. Man down.
You have more than one man down.
Get clear.
Okay. So done. So we'll go to this district, which there's no more just crimes.
You Sable guys are worse than telemarketers.
Web you. Keep him on the ground. Got it.
That's why you guys were so cranky. You needed a nap. Enjoy.
Okay. Chaos in New York. And the wing.
Spider-Man! Wait, there's more than one, right? Which one are you?
Sinister got that one.
Hey, if you want to go back to jail that bad, how can I refuse? news. You all won an island vacation. Rikers Island.
Okay.
I know the city's a mess, but this is not how you re-assimilate into society.
He's gone.
Now, was that really worth all the fuss? Well, for me it kind of was.
Okay.
Ground teams, what's the status of our position in the West Village?
Control. We are arresting civilians who refuse to cooperate with locating Spider-Man.
They've crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back.
You think you're in a movie? Shut up before I gag you. Target Spider-Man.
Come on! Demons and escaped prisoners on the loose, and you're arresting protesters?
Damn it.
Is there a doctor here?
Oh, I wasn't paying much attention. Distracted. Okay. Future reference, what do I need to do with that one?
All units, reports of escaped prisoners inciting a riot. Incident is ongoing in the West Village.
Might be time to take over some apartments.
Oh man, I forgot the s'mores!
How do you do it?
Why is this not working? That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Air throw. So I have to be in the air.
He's in the air! Get him! Just one guy! How's he winning?
Okay.
I haven't seen the city this bad since, well, since never.
I'm giving him an earful.
So, Greenwich.
Calling any available units. A tour bus was just taken hostage.
Great news! The
Incident
10th
was
time I
reported
put you
near the
away,
meatpacking
the
district.
beating is free! They try to kill me, and then they look so surprised when I beat them up.
Okay. Let's go get the tour bus. Let's go get the tour bus.
Hostage situation in the middle of a plague. Looks like the whole city's got the Parker luck.
We can't do that. Whole city's quarantined. You know that.
But don't tell me can't, man! This is New York! Anything's possible in New York!
Breaking quarantine ain't possible. Ask for something else.
You know! Hostages over here, right? Start making it possible!
Come on, pal. Just
Guys, we can talk this out! Or fight! We can totally fight!
Web throw, because I can't remember what a web throw is. Speaking of which... Dr. Morgan Michaels. Dr. Morgan Michaels, PhD no less, is Oscorp's top researcher for GR27, their CRISPR-based genome therapy, and I have to say, for a guy heading such an important project, he's kind of a nobody. I mean, I'm a science nerd, and I've never heard of him, and a search of academic databases only turns up a couple of minor mentions. I think I saw a reference to one of them as emails to him being Greek. Maybe Michaels is an Americanized name, and he's been published as Michaelopoulos or something. Not that it matters. From what I've seen of his work, he's brilliant. Michaels is specialized in hereditary genetic diseases, finding cures for the incurable. I wish I had more confidence that his discoveries would be the gift to a society that they should be, but Oscorp traditionally focuses on military contracts. They always seem to find a way to turn the plowshares into swords. It's a little weird that they're pursuing this line of research at all, but Norman really seems committed to it. So does Michaels, personally invested even more so than most scientists are with their work. I wonder if it is personal for Michaels. In his photos, he doesn't look well. Thin, pale, dark circles under his eyes. Could he have a genetic condition of his own? Okay, I'm getting overly fanciful here. He probably just never sleeps. I know from experience what that's like. I think I got all of them. There. Matt Gargan, Scorpion. Matt Gargan used to be a run-of-the-mill street criminal, and not an especially good one. That was before he signed up for an untested procedure to fuse a human body with a mechanized combat suit. The process made Gargan stronger and faster than naturally possible, but also jacked up his rage and aggression. I bet after what happened, the researchers regretted adding a weaponized tail to the suit on top of it all. It's not like Mac just wags it when he's happy to see you. It took me a while to develop webbing strong enough to hold him down for even a few seconds. Encounters with Scorpion have left me with more than a few scrapes and bruises, along with much more serious injuries. Don't even want to think about how many more love taps I'll have to endure to get him back behind bars this time. Mentally unstable, enhanced strength, speed, endurance, and agility. Suit claws allow him to scale any surface, while tail can be used as a blunt weapon. His stinger contains a lethal and painful toxin that can be injected or hurled as a projectile. Alexei Stasevich, Rhino. Alexei Stasevich, don't call him Rhino unless you're prepared to have your bones crushed. Alexei clearly loves the power in his experimental combat suit gives him, but hates the way it makes him an easy for ridicule. Talk about a Alexei would be hard enough to 6 city blocks. I'm not looking forward to the rematch. Superhuman strength and nearly impervious to harm, thanks to his mech suit, resistant to extreme temperatures, shock, and explosive damage, resistant to most acid solutions. Max Dillon, Electro. Of all the villains I've ever fought, Max Dillon might be the one that worries me the most. The story goes that he gained the ability to control electricity after a freak accident transformed him into a human lightning rod. As Electro, Dillon can shoot high voltage volts at will, and he's come pretty close to zapping me into a Spidey shish kebab on more than one occasion. I got lucky the first time we fought. He would have killed me if he didn't burn himself out with his own electrical current. He was still getting used to controlling his powers then. If he ever taps their true potential, I'm not sure even the Avengers could stop him. A living electrical capacitor, capable of generating electrostatic energy of roughly 1,000 volts per minute, also able to store upwards to 1 million volts, and can discharge stored energy in the form of lightning blasts, capable of traveling at high speeds. Adrian Toomes, a vulture. When I first heard that an old guy was dressing up in a bird costume and calling himself the Vulture, I had a hard time taking him seriously, but I learned pretty quickly that Adrian Toomes is no ordinary geriatric. He engineered his flight suit himself and gave me a first-hand lesson in that spiders don't do well at altitude. It took me years to fail to attempts before I finally took him down, and I'm dreading having to do it all over again. The sharp wings on his suit are deadly in a fight, but they also allow Vulture to make a quick getaway, and I can only swing so fast. Sometimes I wish I was bitten by a radioactive wasp, but I guess that moniker is already taken. Gifted mechanical engineer, his flight suit grants him airborne speeds of up to 95 miles per hour and enhanced strength, able to launch simple energized knife-like projectiles from his wingtips. Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octavius and I were supposed to change the world. Now the medium is calling him Dr. Octopus, and I'm wondering if the city is going to survive his rampage. I tried to warn Doc of the risk of the neural interface posed to his brain, but never in a million years did I imagine he'd turn into a revenge-obsessed monster. The Otto Octavius, I know, would never have hurt people. Human strength and durability can scale nearly any surface. A direct neural connection means that the prosthesis responds with the speed of thought. Taskmaster. I think I read that.
Devil's Breath is making everyone desperate to escape the city.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't... So, 3 prisoner crimes, 5 Sable crimes. Okay. I see.
Alarmist. Paranoid. Conspiracy.
All units, 1043. Officers are under fire. Officers needed in the garment district.
I'm on my way.
You guys gotta know you deserve that, right?
Where is it? So, there. See, I'm missing some of those.
Savvy listeners don't need me to tell you that the Demon's cult, gang, terrorist organization, all the above apply, is out of control. We have a survivor of one of their brazen attacks on the line. Go ahead.
I was home, in my building, when we got word there were demons on the roof planting bombs. We had to evacuate, but we also heard there were snipers waiting to pick us off if we tried to leave.
Despicable. Fortunately, the police and the bomb squad handled the situation.
And Spider-Man, he...
Jared, cut the call! Sorry. Hard to hear when we're talking over each other. Clearly someone traumatized by a terrifying experience. For resources to help with PTSD, go to our website. Another public service from J. Jonah Jameson.
Uh-huh.
Folks, you know I'm not one to promote conspiracy theories. Except ones I think are worthy of further discussion, like this one. I've heard reports of Spider-Man hovering around radio towers. At first, I thought he was sabotaging them. But a far more alarming possibility came to mind. In his misguided delusion that he is protecting us, is he hacking into all our conversations? Business deals, credit card transactions, those personal calls with the wife when you're on a long, lonely book tour. I mean, when one is on a book tour, I wasn't talking about myself. I don't do that sort of thing, and anyone who thinks they have recordings of me doing it is wrong. Alarmist, paranoid, conspiracy theorist. All nasty words people have used to insult and demean me. But now, after years of me trying to warn you all, here we are. Spider-Man has literally brought a plague down upon us. Why do I blame him and not Martin Lee? I do blame Martin Lee. He deserves swift justice, but he's a lunatic terrorist. This is what they do. Whereas Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Yet he obviously knew about the threat and didn't warn us. He either thought he'd handled it, which makes him criminally negligent, or he was in on it, which makes him a terrorist too.
Okay. Okay, what's this? escape mass arrest.
They've crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back. Hey, you do know you're the bad guys here, right?
Keep him on the ground!
Boom! Boom!
Sable's getting out of control. Is rounding up civilians her idea? Or Norman's?
Yeah, well, you never know.
All units, prisoners are opening fire from stolen vehicles. Please converge on Tenderloin. Over.
Okay.
I gotta shut this convoy down. You guys drunk or just stupid?
Stop this.
You would be a fighter, Spider-Man. Put you in the ground! Take them! That's what me!
That was like some dystopian sci-fi
I'm
movie.
never gonna.
Of course, the city's not that far off these days. Hear me out. When you're out of prison, maybe ease up on the prison riots.
Oh, there you go.
Officers are taking sniper fire. Please converge on Tenderloin.
Stop it already! What, I'm supposed to be impressed?
That was actually a nice break. Thanks.
Okay, where am I going now? Over here? Okay. Up we go. Let's get my health back.
Yuri needs my help. Better head to a vantage point and call her.
Eventually.
Those cops are in a bad spot. I gotta help. Like you.
Got your number, Spider!
Okay. Who's left? Who is left over there?
Looks like I'm clear, but I gotta be more careful.
Here! Spider-Man's here! Who's there?
Someone needs a nap.
Let me show you this guy!
Okay. Cut that through. Okay.
That was like a crazy modern western. Lawmen pinned down in an urban canyon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Spider.
Okay, what do we have left? 4 serial crimes and 1 prisoner crime. Let's figure out where we're going. And various people shooting at me through roofs. Come on.
Calling agent stationed in the Tenderloin. What's your status?
Observation post reporting in. All clear.
Oh, please don't hurt me. Hey!
Attention units, 1043. Police van is under assault. Incident is ongoing near Union Square. Please copy.
Okay, where's Union Square? Over there, I guess.
Right there!
Okay.
Gotta take on
I'm starting to think you guys don't like Rikers much.
What, are you to blame him?
We need backup.
I'm gonna grab all I can.
Look out!
how these guys are. What's with all the...
They lost me.
What? Hello?
There is someone else who isn't emerging from this crisis in a positive way. Mayor Osborn. Experimenting on something as deadly as Devil's Breath in the heart of Manhattan is the height of irresponsibility. What did Osborn know and when did he know it? The answer
You're
is
done.
the difference between electoral defeat, impeachment, and prison.
Okay.
Stay tuned to the only voice you can trust in these dire times. Mine.
I wasn't quite expecting that.
Hey, if you want to go back to jail that bad, how can I refuse?
Eat this! Hold still! It'll only hurt for a sec.
Yeah, well, I'd rather not hurt at all.
Maybe next time just stay in prison. Save us all some hassle. Look, I'm busy, but I'm never too busy to lay the smackdown on hardened criminals.
Man, get back! You look soft! Can't move!
Now, was that really worth all the fuss? Well, for me it kinda was.
Hey, I need a couple more. One... Is there one...
Attention units. We are receiving reports of looting. Response needed north of Houston.
Okay, back that way. Oh, no, back this way. Everyone's shooting at me.
Looks like those inmates have hostages. Gotta be careful. Can I sit at the cool kids table?
Hey! He's winning! Nice try! Burn him down!
I'm up the wazoo right now. Wish I could clone myself.
Okay. Let's see. So... Sable crimes. Quit shooting at me. What did I ever do to you guys?
Yuri needs my help. Better head to a vantage point and call her.
There we go.
The neighborhood just got a little less friendly. Maybe I can dismantle this outpost before they have a chance to call for backup. Yeah, we need to have a talk about boundaries. Gotta knock off their armor first.
Take him out!
Sort of flattered that Sable set up a million rooftop posts just to hunt for little old me.
Well,
Sorta.
you know, I'd be flattered too.
My friends, I'm getting a lot of frantic calls from people trying to get out of Man. I've been in touch with the National Disease Center, and they've assured me they're working on an anti-serum. But for their efforts to bear fruit, we need to keep our composure. Here's why we have to stay where we are. Firstly, we need to keep the disease contained. The more it spreads and the more people who are sick, the fewer resources there are to go around. And I have received personal assurances from officials in Albany that relief convoys are coming, containing food and medicine. And, excuse me, I've just been handed an update. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. It seems the relief convoys I just mentioned are being attacked by escaped inmates from Rikers Island Prison. Spider-Man, this is on you! You were there!
I know, I was there. I can't fight everyone. Obviously.
Where are we with Union Square? SCP is 5 by 5. Suspicious person.
Okay, where is Union Square? I think I've been there, haven't I?
I hope you've all learned something here, but I know better.
Okay, where am I going? And they're gone. Two. Okay, off we go. Into the night.
Strong-arming civilians is not gonna fly in my town. definition of security.
I'm going in. Incoming. Look out.
There's obviously a fight one, get 10 free special on Sable agents right now.
Engaging hostile. Take cover. Going down. Watch out for webs. Moving in. Get the cover. Control, we need backup. Grenade. I'm going in.
Rounding up protesters. What's happening to this city?
Okay, 2 more. And then Greenwich is done. Swinging through the air.
Attack. Bring him down.
Those Sable guys are way too rough. Maybe I should step in. Yeah, I'll step in. Guys, it's I love New York, not I thug New York.
Priority target contact. Please advise. Weapons
Well-
free. Bring it.
That wasn't very good. Oops. 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 You know, I haven't read this in a while. They all live in... Rooftop?
You don't get paid to understand. You get paid to complete the mission. And I will. Especially since the target's Spider-Man and not Electro.
Guys, this is really starting to verge on stalking.
Bring him down!
Okay, I think I'm gone.
Anyone see where he went?
Okay.
Searchlight! Tag him!
Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
Get out! Tango is active.
Sort of flattered that Sable set up a million rooftop posts just to hunt for little old me. Sorta.
Flip that over because it's bugging me. Okay. Only one left in this district. Then I'll go do a story mission.
Ground teams, report on the situation in the Flatiron.
Armored patrol is headed out. We'll report any sign of Spider-Man.
The city believes in you!
Contact! Open fire! Open
Fuck off
fire!
the...
Hey, is this turning into a robot? Well, clearly Silver Sable finds these guys in bulk.
Fuck me. I was getting there. Getting there. Whose knife is a cat? Sitting on my lap. I need a few more. And then I can finish up that part. I'll get back to Greenwich, finish up that area. And then I will get to a story mission, I promise.
Escaped prisoners have seized a civilian bus. Please proceed to Madison.
Oh, wrong district. get there, but... Okay. No one seems to like him. Everyone's trying to kill him.
This is Sable Control. The boss wants a sit rep on the garrison in Chelsea.
Control. Violation of Martial Law Statute 237. We've detained an illegal civilian gathering. Please advise on further action.
Jones just called it in. Should be here at 10.
You're just not very observant. Hey, you do know you're the bad guys here, right?
Get behind him! How's he doing this?
Get you out of the fucking way.
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
Fire in the hole! Keep them from going airport! We need reinforcements! Engage! Engage! I'm on him! Get him to the ground! Engage! Engage! Fire in the hole!
Okay.